Game on. It's the spring of 1994, and this man, Nelson Mandela, has just been elected the first black president of South Africa.
The time for the healing of the wounds has come.
But his new democracy stands on the brink of collapse. For decades, South Africa's black majority lived under white rule. White police enforced laws that kept black South Africans segregated, deprived of job opportunities, and the right to vote. The system was called apartheid, and Mandela spent 27 years in prison for fighting against it. Now, apartheid is gone, but Mandela has another fight on his hands. Black protesters want revenge against their former rulers, while white militias are organizing to take back the country. To avoid a civil war, Mandela needs to bring South Africans together.
Fellow South Africans!
To do it, he made a daring choice. Bring the 1995 Rugby World Cup tournament to South Africa. It was daring because rugby was predominantly a white man's game. And for many blacks, it symbolized the brutality that was handed out by their white rulers for decades.
I hated rugby, I hated those ones who were playing rugby, and I hated the Springboks even more.
The Springboks were South Africa's national team, and when the World Cup opened, Mandela took a risk and became their biggest fan. He visited the team and then appealed to black South Africans to put their anger behind them.
You see this cup that I'm wearing? I ask you all to stand behind them tomorrow because they are our pride.
Inspired by the president's support, the team visited Robben Island, where Mandela spent many of his years in prison. The close-up view of what Mandela endured made them realize what a big step he had taken by reaching out to them.
You didn't really understand how big this whole thing was until we saw that.
The Springboks took the field with new resolve. They were underdogs.
And that's it!
But they made it to the finals against the fearsome New Zealand All Blacks. And as the final neared, even black South Africans started to stand behind the Springboks.
We started realizing that, you know what, this is our country, this is our brothers, we all have to be behind them.
On the day of the final game, Mandela entered the stadium, wearing his Springboks cap and a Springboks jersey.
South Africa playing with a lot more purpose.
Both teams played hard, and at the end of regulation time,
Yes, he's got it!
the score was tied. The game went into overtime.
Stransky looks for the drop. Has he got it? Yes, it's over! That is it. South Africa win this Rugby World Cup final.
Mandela's gamble had paid off. When he walked onto the field after the game, the mostly white crowd chanted the name of their black leader. And black men and women cheered for their white rugby team.
It was great vision from the man to have used that opportunity to make us see each other as human beings. This is our South Africa.